everyone, meet my plate of this yummy, delicious, absolutely sumptuous spaghetti jollof. Spaghetti is one meal which is so versatile. There are so many ways to prepare spaghetti, but spaghetti jollof is a sure way to go. Today I'm going to be showing you guys one of the ways I prepare my spaghetti jollof. Yes, there are a lot more. I'll be sharing with you guys one of the recipes today. My name is Thelma. Welcome to my kitchen. So as usual, I'm going to begin by showing you some of my major ingredients. I have here ginger, garlic, and dry bay leaves. This is my tomato paste. I also have here some washed and cut spring onions. Here is my curry powder, rosemary, stock cube, and anise seed. I'll be using these to spice it. And then I have here some green bell pepper, carrots, and onions. I also have some chopped parboiled chicken and chicken sausages. This is my parboiled and blended tomato, and here is my spaghetti. You can use any brand of your choice. So as you can see, we have begun by putting an amount of vegetable oil in our hot pan and then adding in some chopped onions and frying them till they are caramelized. So after our onions get caramelized, then we'll be adding in our tomato paste. So I'm going to be stirring my tomato paste to fry it a little bit, and after giving it a good stir, I'm just going to cover it up to simmer for about 2 minutes while I prepare our spice blend. To make my spice blend, I'm just going to chop in an amount of onions into the blender and add in all the other spices, add a little bit of water, and then bring it to a blend. Tomato paste burns pretty fast, so make sure you keep on paying attention to your frying tomato paste. And after I have prepared my spice blend, I'm just going to give it another stir and add in my blended parboiled tomatoes. You might be wondering why I am using blended parboiled tomatoes. Well, that is because it just makes my cooking process very fast. There is no problem with you using blended fresh tomatoes. By all means, you can do that, but just know that your stew is going to take longer to cook. If you parboil your tomatoes, it's going to take shorter. This is the part of tomato stews that I do not like because it's boiling and the stew is just all over the place. Anyway, I'm just going to give it a stir and add in my spice blend, and I'll also be rinsing my blender with water and adding that also inside because we are not leaving any of that yumminess in the blender. So after I have stirred it for a while, I'm just going to add in this red cayenne pepper. So make sure you adjust the pepper according to your preference. If you want your stew more spicy, then you add in more pepper. If you do not want it on the spicy side, then you add in less pepper. So I added pepper and salt. So now that we've left our stew to simmer, we are going to be preparing the rest of our vegetables. So I'm going to be cutting my onions in chunks and cutting the rest of the vegetables in strips. I have mentioned this before in one of my videos, but I'm just going to say it again just in case you missed it. I like to cut my vegetables in strips, especially for stir fry, because I think it makes the food look better. Well, it actually makes the food look better, and when it looks better, I just feel it tastes better. Let me know in the comment section, guys. Do you like to cut your vegetables in strips, in chunks, or anything goes? At this point, let me just ask you, have you subscribed to my channel? If you haven't, then why? I want to believe this is your first time here. That is why you haven't. So please click on that red subscribe button. It is totally free. You don't have to pay anything. Just click on the subscribe button to be part of my family. For uniformity's sake, I'm going to also cut my sausages into strips. This is about 10 minutes later and our stew is cooked. You can tell your stew is cooked when the oil just comes on top of it like this. So now that the stew is cooked, we are going to begin preparing our spaghetti. But this amount of stew is a lot for the amount of spaghetti I want to prepare. So I'm going to be dividing my stew into two. So this is the half I'll be using for today's spaghetti. So what you're going to do next is you're going to just add in an amount of water to cook the spaghetti. If the salt in your stew is not enough to cook the spaghetti, add in a little bit more salt at this point. But if your salt is enough, just add in your water and bring it to a boil before cooking your spaghetti. So I added 2 cups of water to my stew, and that is the amount that will be enough for the amount of spaghetti I want to prepare. And now that our water is boiling, we are going to just put in our spaghetti. Guys, let me give you a tip. If you want to cook your spaghetti for it to be very well cooked and separated, you don't want the spaghetti to be all mushy and then sticking onto each other. Make sure you cook the spaghetti in hot boiling water. If your water for spaghetti is just warm, your spaghetti is going to turn out very mushy and sticky. So make sure the water is hot and boiling. In cooking the spaghetti, you might have noticed I put some of the spaghettis in full strips and I have divided some into 2. Well, that's because I like them either way. I'm interested, guys. Let me know in the comment section, how do you like your spaghetti strips? Do you like them full or you break them into pieces before cooking? I'm interested. Let's get interactive. So like you can tell from the amount of water I used, you do not need a lot of water covering your spaghetti to cook this spaghetti jollof. So the time for cooking the whole thing is going to depend on the brand of spaghetti you are using, because different spaghetti brands have different cooking times. But mine was just 5 minutes. So in 5 minutes my spaghetti jollof was done. Now it's time for our stir fry. I just added in my sausage strips and chopped chicken to my oil on fire. I am also adding in red cayenne pepper at this point. If you have not added red cayenne pepper to your stir fry at this point before, you are totally missing out. This cayenne pepper is going to make my sausage and chicken taste very yummy. So please don't omit that. Add some red cayenne pepper at this point and then toss in your vegetables. I am not adding in any extra salt to my stir fry because the chicken and the sausages already have enough salt. So adding in salt again is just going to make the food salty. I will be covering my stir fry for about a minute for the vegetables to cook very well. And now our vegetables are well cooked. So I'm going to now add in my washed and cut spring onions. Spring onions do not take long to cook. That is why I'm adding it in last. So after I have now stirred all my vegetables together, I'm going to transfer my stir fry into a bigger pan because I want to just mix everything together, the stir fry and the spaghetti all together in this big pan. After adding it all in, I'm now going to stir it all together and make sure that every single part has some of the stir fry. I am so happy with how my pot is looking right now, because if you know me for a while now, you would know I'm so attracted to colorful food, and my pot is looking very colorful right now. At this point, I just couldn't wait to serve myself some of this yumminess because the looks alone was attracting me so much. I wish I could invite all of you into my kitchen right now just to perceive the aroma. The aroma is everything, guys, and the looks are everything. The taste is even better. This spaghetti jollof recipe is going to take you places, trust me. make sure you do try it out, and it's very, very easy to do. So please try it out. Your family and friends, they are going to thank you and love you for it, and you are going to enjoy it yourself too. You can eat this as lunch, you can eat it as dinner, you can even eat it as breakfast. And trust me, if this is your breakfast, you're going to have a blissful day. Thank you all so much for watching. If you have watched up to this point, you are the best. Thank you so much. If you are new here and you have not yet subscribed, please click on the red subscribe button. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and share it to all your friends. Till our next video, stay safe. Bye.